MCU is on a roll for years to come, which is evident in their lineup, and this includes the upcoming Disney Plus series Ironheart. And news just came in that Disney Plus's upcoming series adds Regan Aliyah. So, what else do we need to know about this series? Find out all about it and more in today's video, so keep on watching if you don't want to miss out. Just in, Disney Plus's MCU series Ironheart adds Regan Aliyah. Regan Aliyah, an upcoming actress, will co-star with Dominique Thorne in the upcoming Ironheart Disney Plus series from Marvel Studios, according to Deadline. Her character's other specifics are still being kept a secret. Aliyah will next be featured as a series regular in Netflix's coming-of-age comedy XO. Kitty, the first spin-off of the famous To All the Boys I've Loved Before film trilogy, in addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe series. If Beale Street Could Talk's Dominique Thorne, who will play Riri Williams in Ironheart, will serve as the show's director. Along with Thorne, other actors from In the Heights, Good Girls, This Is Us, Alden Ehrenreich's Solo, a Star Wars trilogy, Nine Perfect Strangers, and RuPaul's Drag Race will also be appearing. In the comics, Riri Williams sometimes replaces Tony Stark as Iron Man and is described as a brilliant teenager who, in the comics, built her own version of the Iron Man suit in an MIT dorm. The character on which the television show is based was developed by Mike Deodato and Brian Michael Bendis and had his comic book debut in Invincible Iron Man Volume 2, Number 7 in 2016. The writer of Ironheart is Chinaka Hodge, Snowpiercer, while Sam Bailey and Angela Barnes are directing it, and Ryan Coogler is executive producing through his Proximity label. The much-anticipated Black Panther Wakanda Forever, which will hit theaters later this year, will include the brilliant titular character making her Marvel Cinematic Universe debut. If that isn't exciting enough, the first look at Riri Williams' armor was revealed earlier last month. The first behind-the-scenes images from the set of Marvel Studios' upcoming Disney Plus coming-of-age series Ironheart have surfaced online while work on the film continues. They give us our first glimpse of Dominique Thorne's homemade Ironheart armor, which was modeled after the Iron Man outfits. It's anticipated that the series will premiere sometime in 2019. The Ironheart set photographs not only give us our first glimpse at Thorne, but also at Hamilton veteran Anthony Ramos, who appears to be confirmed to be playing Marvel villain The Hood. In addition to that, Anthony Ramos, who plays the villain in Ironheart from Marvel Studios, also gets his first real look in some recent set images. In the comics, Riri takes up the identity of Ironheart, a superhero who stands in for Tony Stark/Iron Man. As part of Phase 5 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, her show will debut in the fall of 2023, but in November 2022, the sequel to Black Panther Wakanda Forever, will be the first time viewers will see Thorne. During the studio's recent panel at the San Diego Comic-Con, where they introduced a plethora of projects that will make up the multiverse saga, the Ironheart series was revealed to be a part of the MCU's Phase 5 and was first announced by Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige in December 2020. Chicago-based production on the 6-episode Ironheart began in May, and it's anticipated to wrap up in October. Although further character information is being kept under wraps, the identity of Ramos's enigmatic antagonist may have been made public. Although Ramos's part in the show hasn't been formally confirmed, new Ironheart set images to give us an excellent look at him dressed up. Images of Ramos sporting a dramatic red hood and cape were taken to social media by Ironheart News and shared online by Just Jared. This appears to lend credence to the theory that the actor will portray Parker Robbins, aka The Hood. In the comics, Robbins started as a minor offender in New York City, but developed superhuman abilities after coming into contact with a Nisanti demon and stealing its hood and boots. The Hood and Ironheart don't have a long history together in the comics, thus it would be interesting to see him in the Disney Plus series. Although Ramos' attire is undeniably similar to Robin's depictions in the comic books, these set shots don't necessarily confirm that he is playing the character. So far, it's still unclear how he becomes involved in Riri's story, but the ultimate disclosure of Ironheart plot specifics may provide further information. Considering that Riri had an appearance in Black Panther Wakanda Forever and appeared to be starting to build her own armor with Letitia Wright's Shuri, it is likely that Riri will start the Ironheart series with a hero persona fully constructed, as hinted at by further set photographs. Nevertheless, she will probably still be a new employee, and the Hood might be the first significant bad man she encounters. Thorne's role in the MCU is anticipated to expand when she meets more of its heroes and becomes an essential part of the Avengers, because Ironheart will be released before the Avengers doubleheader in 2025, which includes Avengers, the Kang Dynasty, and Avengers Secret Wars. One day, she could have to face Kang the Conqueror. Thus, a common bad guy like the Hood will be a good warm-up for her. We've said before that Riri Williams will make her debut in the Black Panther Wakanda Forever film before her own series launch, but many of you may be wondering why her character will make her debut in the said film. What does Ironheart have to do in Wakanda? Keep on watching to find out. Fans have been curious about Tony Stark's replacement for Iron Man ever since he abruptly retired from the role during Avengers Endgame's last fight. Many hoped that Don Cheadle's Rhodey would transition from War Machine to Iron Man 2.0, while others wished for Ironheart to assume the role. Indeed, Dominique Thorne would play Williams in an Ironheart Disney Plus series, according to a December 2020 announcement from Kevin Feige. In the Marvel comic books, a young genius named Riri Williams is set apart from other children her age because of her vastly greater intelligence. After receiving an MIT scholarship, Riri started reverse engineering an Iron Man suit that had been stolen to develop her own superhero armor. When Tony Stark, who is simply retired in this case and not dead, learns of Riri's antics, he gives her permission to take the name Ironheart. However, Dominique Thorne will now make her debut in Black Panther 2, according to the most recent MCU updates. So, is she somewhat connected to Wakanda? Yes, and her character has a small link to the highly advanced and prosperous nation. Riri Williams does have a close connection to Wakanda in the Marvel comics. In order to find the wellspring of power, she travels to the homeland of the Black Panther, where she fights the Ten Rings' attempt to seize control of this magical wellspring. Riri makes friends with Wakanda, especially Shuri, and subsequently aids in the creation of the nation's Space Force. Riri Williams' involvement in Black Panther in the MCU will probably differ from what happened in real life because these events undoubtedly take place after she becomes Ironheart. However, Riri's participation in Wakanda Forever may be more related to the outreach initiative T'Challa launched after Black Panther. The goal of the initiative was to introduce the rest of the world to Wakanda's cutting-edge technology. Riri Williams is a misunderstood child prodigy, so Wakanda's scientists may see potential in her and help her develop it. They might do this by giving her a scholarship to MIT or by giving her access to Wakandan technology because Riri's intelligence is too high to be satisfied with anything less. It's simple to picture Shuri treating Riri like an MCU protege, mirroring their relationship in the comic books. Riri is another exceptional scientist in a male-dominated area. The two might even usurp Bruce Banner and Tony Stark's shared title of Science Sisters. This prepares Riri for her metamorphosis into a superhero before she appears on Disney+. The character is introduced in Black Panther 2, which also reveals how she acquires the know-how required to make Ironheart's armor. Plus, from what we're seeing, Disney Plus's Ironheart can bring back a long-forgotten Phase 1 Iron Man tradition from the MCU. The original Iron Man suit was created by Tony Stark in a life-or-death crisis. While imprisoned in a cave, Stark created the massive Iron Man Mark I using components from his own weaponry, which gave him the notion to concentrate all of his abilities and resources on a more defensive creation. After several years and numerous iterations of the Iron Man suit, Stark used nanotechnology to eventually develop Iron Man. Iron Man became a super powerful superhero as a result of his steady development, but it also took away some of the excitement from his first few appearances. Giving Ironheart nanotech right away would probably prevent her from developing as a character. Riri Williams should be the one to deal with all the details, just like Tony Stark did. It would surely transport devoted fans back to the heyday of Iron Man to see her costumed in the same manner Tony Stark did for his initial public appearances and hear the joints move and the mask close. With that, we're ending today's video regarding all you need to know about Disney Plus's Ironheart. What are you most excited about in the series? Let us know in the comments section below. Before you go, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell rung for more videos like these. We'll see you next time, and thanks for watching.